My people wonder they say shall never end. According to the information reaching us right now, they said Ebony's desperation have landed her into a very hot soup that even her family have rejected her. They said they are blaming Ebony for all their misfortune because according to them, what is supposed to be a royal blessing that the gods have given them by making sure that the king married their daughter is turning around to hurt them. Because you know that normally when a king picks a bride from your family, it is supposed to bring royal blessings to your family. Yes, thereby making you to have certain opportunities that others will not have due to the fact that your daughter is being married into the royal family. But instead of that to happen, Ebony's activities in the palace or her behaviors in the palace have caused the family to have how will I put it? Problems instead of that blessings. Yes. So right now they said something happened and Ebony's family have turned around to blame her for everything. Remember that Adetutu that the king sent men to go and do her second one carrying. That simply means that they will be getting married soon. The Adetutu is a priestess who will be replacing Ebony. And Ebony doing all of that, what Adetutu is doing right now in the palace, gave her so much value and relevant in that palace. And by extension, makes her family favored, you know. But ever since Ebony thinks that she can fight the jewel and get away with it and even challenge the king, a lot of things has changed. And she no longer get the relevant and the value that she usually gets from the palace, and it is also affecting her family. So the Adetutu, they said the Adetutu is, as in her maternal home, is from the same ruling house with Ebony. But in that same ruling house, they have families. You know, this family now, they are dragging a particular cocoa plantation. They said the dispute have been there over the years for more than 4 years, 5 years now. They have been going back and forth over that land, cocoa farmland, you know, and they said that place produces a lot of cocoa. That imagine a land where you get cocoa that you transport, that you export outside and make so much money from it. You know that is not a small land, you know, and that place is very productive. It's so fertile that it produces a whole lot of tons of cocos that they are using the money that they get from the cocoa they plant there to train their children abroad. In most high institutions that their children are, that it is the money they are getting from that cocoa that they are using to train those children. To tell you the kind of place that we are talking about, is not just a small land. So, and this case have been going on and on. They said they have gone to court on several locations. The case wasn't settled. At some point, they said they have to ever. They said it was recently that the court asked them to take the matter to the king to settle. And each time they gather, there is always this gbas, and at the end of the day, they will go home without the case being settled. And you know that Ebony's family, having Ebony in the palace as a wife to the king, is added advantage to them. And they are hoping that Ebony will help them so that the case will go in their favor. Then the issue, the table have turned because the king is no longer seeing Ebony as that important wife that she usually is to him. Right now, Adetutu have taken over. And the family of Ebony is saying that with Adetutu in that palace and as favorite priestess to the king right now, that they are sure that they are going to lose that cocoa plantation. And this is all Ebony's fault. That on several occasions they have called Ebony, letting Ebony know that you are not just in that palace for yourself. You are there to represent us, and you have to do everything humanly possible to represent us well. Don't cause anything that will be a problem to us. And they said that dispute, that they have fixed a date to settle it in the Odua court. Although you know that Kabiyesi will be the judge over everything. And the elders from Ebony's family are saying that Adetutu will want to influence that judgment due to the fact that it is her mother's side, because they said Adetutu's mother is from that Ebony's ruling house, but from a different families. Now, when Ebony find out that their elders are very angry with her, some are even regretting ever adopting her and having her amongst them, they said Ebony decided to ask for their forgiveness. Then what she did was, they said she went and bought two big goats. They said it was very big, massive goats. And that was how they said Ebony bought the two goats, buy the two goats, and use it to cook delicious meal that she used to ask for forgiveness from the elders. But unfortunately, they said, unfortunately, it was just few people who ate that food. When Ebony invited them to come, meanwhile, they said Ebony's mother, the one that is standing as her mother, because some people said her mother have quiet, but there's a woman that she calls mother. They said the woman was the one who was going round and round begging elders to please forgive her daughter to come, that they had a meeting. They said they came, even those elders that rejected her food, they came. When they came, Ebony went on her knees begging them that she have seen that they are very angry with her. She was just trying to secure the place, be at the upper. That was when they said one of the elders shut her up, telling her that, look, you think you can cook food and everything will change. That they are not that hungry that you can use meat and food to fix all that you have done. That they said the elder in particular said him particularly have called Ebony time without number, telling Ebony that you are not in that palace just for yourself or your immediate family, that you are there to represent us. Don't challenge your husband. Do anything within your power to get the husband's heart to love you, and fighting the jewel will not give you that. It will not help you to achieve that. They said that particular elder was one of the elders who always advised Ebony the right way. But due to the fact that maybe those ones that are collecting money from Ebony don't want to tell her the truth, they keep deceiving her, telling her that no, you have to push the jewel away. You have to make sure that the king does no longer have anything to do with jewel, so that you'll be able to occupy the whole space in his heart and all of that. They said those elders rejected Ebony's food. It was just few, the ones that are too close to her mother. They are the ones that eat the food, telling her that they have forgiven her and all of that. But they said majority of her elders did not eat the food. They rejected the food, telling her that they are not hungry and the food cannot change what she have caused in the palace, that she is so greedy and selfish and arrogant that even with all the advices they gave her, she still failed them. They said Ebony cried, no be small one. Anyway, that is what we are hearing if the information is true. I want to remind you that these are all alleged, unverified information making rounds on social media, okay? And shouldn't be seen as fact unless you verify them. Thanks for watching. Bye for now. Love you.